as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, set. Blue strike. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
When you look at this Bronco defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Mingo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Off the bootleg, Dillard. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Broncos had 8 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Street. Check smash. Ready.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
65 cat, 65 cat. Ready, ready?
Off the play fake. Dillard. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
It got his man complete. Sheds off the tackle. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, smash Bronco. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. Touchdown! T. Higgins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Panthers 20, Broncos nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, Mark.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On third down, Dillard. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dillard. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard
Now a
line.
first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Black swap.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Ready.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 6 now.
Liking 18. Go.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Dillard. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Dillard. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Barnett, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check pink.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now they'll shift things around.
Ready?
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready? Check go.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Right there. Ready?
On second down, Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 22. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a
touchdown Broncos. Mike Evans, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Barnett, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Barnett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On first down, it's Barnett, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Young, he's going to change it up. They'll try to throw now. Young. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young scoring on the 2-yard keeper, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Score Panthers 34, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. As we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready.
Following the interception, Young. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Barnett, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Here we go.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Brandon Cooks, 42 yards. And the Broncos are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now down to 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to...
And this is caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims, 55 yards. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Gano for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Young going to move him around. Now a give right side. Barnett. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check smash. Check smash. Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Dillard. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Garrett Bowles, the former first-round pick, the guilty party. Back to throw. Dillard. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there. And it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Almost 38. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early. Try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked.